and welcome in to be our guest. You know, it doesn't take long to be around Montgomery or Central Alabama, and you see a familiar face. Might be on television, could be on the side of a bus, or even a billboard. It's Stewart Vance. Call 3 and we can talk to you.
That's exactly right.
I called 3 and we're going to still talk to you.
That's right.
We've got you here today. And Stewart, you're an attorney.
I am.
You've been in practice probably, what now, close to 25 years?
Yeah, good. That's good math because I think that's spot on.
Yes, that's about it. You get ready to hit an anniversary.
That's right. That's right.
And what we want to talk to our viewers today about is what kind of liabilities do people have, and especially as they're getting older. Do those liabilities go away or do they get,
No, liability probably is with us from birth till the grave, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's really the actions or lack of actions of people.
Mm-hmm.
The state requires, let's talk about car wrecks. That's the bulk of what we do.
Yes.
The state requires everybody that operates a vehicle must have $25,000 worth of liability coverage. Well, that law hadn't changed in probably 50 years, which is a little insane because if you've ever been to the hospital for any reason,
yes,
$25,000 doesn't go very far. But that's the law, and so everybody has to have that. And then what people miss out is if there's so many drivers that break that law, that don't have the insurance, that are operating vehicles. The state tries to stop that by saying, okay, well, to get your license, you got to show proof of insurance. Well, there's people that will get the insurance, get the license, and then drop the insurance. That's right. So the liability, is what we call the responsibility of the at-fault person.
Mm-hmm.
So you owe the standard of care to everybody, whatever you're doing, to be not, to pay attention to what you're doing and not cause an accident or an injury. And the same thing is if you own a store, you've got to make sure the premises where you're inviting people to come into your location, you got to make sure that it's safe for them to come into your location and move around your location without hidden dangers. So that would be a corporate liability situation.
Corporate or a business.
A business, that's right.
Right.
Your home, you have homeowners insurance, which has a liability component. The standards of what is required or not required by law, and not to get into legal weeds, but the store has a lower standard. I mean, they've got to make sure things are safe or someone can hold them accountable. Whereas a homeowner, you've got a higher standard. Well, I said that reversely, meaning that the homeowner, you don't have to, worry about as much people making a claim against you,
because you're not going into your house to make a purchase.
That's
and
exactly
I'm not making any money on having you visit my house.
That's right. Well,
hopefully I'm not.
No, you're right. You're right. But what you hit on the point is that really, the lawyers in my 25 years, the gray area is where typically we find ourselves talking to clients because so many things now. Is it a home business? Is it not a home business? You've got people in and out of your home. You didn't buy your homeowner's policy for a business, but you're running a business out of your home, and now something happens to someone. The insurance company's jumping up and down. Whoa, you didn't buy this policy for a business.
Yeah.
It's for a homeowner, so we're not going to cover it. And so a lot of arguments that we have to get into with insurance companies is what's the policy supposed to cover? Did it cover? Is this covered under the policy? It's the longer I do this, you never think you've seen it all because there's always some new twist.
Yes. Yeah. And, obviously, when you are going to get a policy, no matter what it is, the fine print.
When I first started practicing law, if you signed a contract and someone explained to you it was this, and you relied on their explanation and you signed it, and then you find out later that it was something else, well, you could hold them responsible because they frauded you.
That's right. They misled you.
Yeah, misled you. Or whether that was an outright loud, I'm telling you a lie, or I just didn't tell you the whole truth, suppression. That law completely changed, probably 15, 18, maybe even 20 years ago now, that if you sign something, regardless of what somebody told you, you're deemed to have read that document start to finish and understand it. So back when I first started, and there's probably still people today that do not read or do not read well, and they were a lot of times rely on what the agent or the sales rep or the whomever is telling them. Hey, this says this, just sign right here. Well, now you have to be a little more careful. Even if you tell the person who's selling you whatever, I can't read, the law is on their side, because you have to either bring somebody with you that can read it before you sign it. That's a very strict interpretation our state holds people to. So I always recommend that people read the policy if they don't understand it, and most of the time they don't. And I'm not faulting them of that. It's just the legalese of all documents can be confusing. A lot of times we read policies and go, wait, what are they talking about?
Yes,
I think when I've seen it,
you're trying to figure it out.
That's right.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it's good at least to have an attorney review things for you. Mm-hmm. The way we operate at our law firm, we don't bill by the hour. People are a lot of times surprised by that. Mm-hmm. And so if we take a case on, we're sort of in the case with the client.
Trying to figure out if
the old saying, you got a little skin in the game, because if we aren't successful and we don't win, we don't get paid.
Right.
So there's some incentive for our lawyers and our side to really make sure we do a great job. I feel like we would do that anyway, but there's some incentive there for us to perform for our client. Whereas somebody that's billing by the hour, you may not get the result.
That's right. That's right. Could care less.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you come back another week, because I want to talk to you a little bit more about things that are distracting people now.
Sure.
That's been a big cause. And just remember this: if you have a problem, make sure you get to an attorney that can give you the answers that you need in order to be able to make sure that you've made the right decision. We'll be right back right after this.